Hello guys, welcome to Study with Sri. Here I am covering Indian Polity 6th edition by M. Lakshmikant. Today's topic is implementation of DPSP. This is very important topic. So stay tuned and complete the lecture. Thank you. Since 1950, successive government at the center and state have made several laws and formulated various programs for implementation of DPSP. ठीक है? So 1950 से successive government of center and state try to implement the directive principle of state policy. ठीक है? So first is the planning commission established in 1950. 1950 में क्या हुआ ना, planning commission established हुआ to take up the development of country in a planned manner. Article 38 under the socialistic principle क्या था ना, to promote the welfare of the people by securing social order permeated by justice, social, economic, political. And जो 44th amendment हुआ था 1978 में, that is to minimize inequalities in income, status, facilities and opportunities. So the successive 5-year plans aims at securing socio-economic justice, which is mentioned in article number 38, and reducing inequalities in income, status and opportunities. 2015 में planning commission was replaced by a new body called as Niti Aayog, that is National Institution for Transforming India. Okay, so almost all the states have passed land reform laws. जितना भी state था ना, they passed land reform laws to bring changes in agrarian society and to improve the condition of rural masses. Okay, so almost all the state have passed the land reform laws and to bring changes in agrarian society and to improve the condition of rural masses. So these measures include abolition of intermediaries like Jamindar, Jagirdars and Inamdar. Okay, tenancy reform like security of tenure, fair rents and imposition on ceiling of landholding and distribution of surplus land among the landless laborers and cooperative farming. So under article 39 there is a directive, that is the equitable distribution of material resource of the community for common good and prevention of concentration of wealth and means of production. So जमींदार, जागीरदार, इनामदार, इंटरमीडिएरीज था, वो सबको एबोलिश कर दिया गया. ठीक है? एंड टेनेंसी रिफॉर्म्स लाइक सिक्योरिटी ऑफ टेन्योर, फेयर रेंट्स इम्पोज कर दिया गया एंड इम्पोजिशन ऑन सीलिंग ऑन द लैंड होल्डिंग्स, दैट इज लैंड होल्डिंग में लिमिटेशन लगाया दिया गया एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ सरप्लस लैंड अमंग द लैंडलेस लेबरर्स. ओके, सो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ जो लैंड था दैट इज the equitable distribution of material resource of the community for common good. ठीक है, ये इंप्लीमेंट किया गया. आर्टिकल 43A में क्या था? आर्टिकल 43A tells that to take steps to secure the participation of worker in management of industries. Okay, it was added by 42nd Amendment of Act of 1976. So to take steps and secure participation of workers in management industries. And article number 39 में क्या था ना, preservation of health and strength of workers and children against forcible abuse. Okay, point number E में 39 का क्या था ना, prevention of health and strength of workers and children against forcible abuse. So and article number 43 में क्या था, to secure living wage, a decent standard of life, social and cultural opportunities for all workers. Okay, जितना सारा जो DPSP का जो प्रिंसिपल्स था ना, वो इम्प्लीमेंट हुआ पॉइंट नंबर 3 में, लाइक द मिनिमम वेजेस एक्ट 1948, द पेमेंट ऑफ वेजेस एक्ट 1936, द पेमेंट ऑफ बोनस एक्ट 1965, the Contract Labor Regulation and Abolition Act 1970. Very important, the Child Labor Prohibition and Regulation Act 1986. Bonded Labor System Abolition Act 1976. Bonded labor का abolition हुआ था 1976 में. Trade Unions Act of 1926, Factories Act of 1948, Mines Act of 1952 and the Industrial Dispute Act 1947, the Workmen's Compensation Act 1923 and so on. on have been enacted to protect the interest of labor section. Okay, so 43 आर्टिकल में जो हुआ like to take step to secure participation of workers in management of industry, ये implement हुआ. 2006 में क्या हुआ ना, गवर्नमेंट बैन द चाइल्ड लेबर बैन हो गया. एंड 2016 में चाइल्ड लेबर प्रोहिबिशन एंड रेगुलेशन एक्ट ऑफ 1986 was renamed as Child and Adolescent Labor Prohibition and Regulation Act of 1986. Okay, so Article 45 में क्या था, to provide early childhood care and education for all children until they completed the age of 6 years. ठीक है. एंड आर्टिकल 39 पॉइंट नंबर ई में क्या था ना, टू प्रिवेंशन ऑफ हेल्थ एंड स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ वर्कर एंड चिल्ड्रन अगेंस्ट फोर्सिबल अब्यूज. सो चाइल्ड जो 2006 में क्या हुआ ना, चाइल्ड लेबर एक्ट बैंड हो गया, चाइल्ड लेबर बैंड हो गया. ओके, एंड चाइल्ड लेबर एक्ट जो था ना, चाइल्ड लेबर प्रोहिबिशन एंड रेगुलेशन एक्ट 1986 का, वो रिनेम्ड हो गया एज चाइल्ड एंड एडोलेसेंट लेबर प्रोहिबिशन रेगुलेशन एक्ट ऑफ 1986. ओके, देन पॉइंट नंबर 4 में क्या है, मैटरनिटी बेनिफिट एक्ट ऑफ 1961. सो मैटरनिटी बेनिफिट एक्ट कब आया था, मैटरनिटी बेनिफिट एक्ट लाइक आर्टिकल नंबर 42 में क्या था, आर्टिकल नंबर 42 under the socialistic principle tells that to make prohibition for just and human condition of work and maternity relief. Okay, so maternity benefit act for women 1961 में आया, and equal remuneration act of 1976 have been made to protect the interest of women worker. So article 39 में क्या था, we know that equal pay for equal work था, इक्वल पे फॉर इक्वल वर्क फॉर मेन एंड वीमेन. ओके, आर्टिकल 39 का डी में. सो ये इंप्लीमेंट हुआ. नाउ आर्टिकल नंबर 5 पॉइंट नंबर 5 में क्या है, वेरियस मेजर्स हैव बीन टेकन टू यूटिलाइज द फाइनेंशियल रिसोर्सेज फॉर प्रोमोटिंग द कॉमन गुड. ओके, प्रोमोटिंग द कॉमन गुड, राइट. सो आर्टिकल 39 के अंडर क्या था द इक्विटेबल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ मटेरियल रिसोर्सेज ऑफ कम्युनिटी for the common good, right. So article 5 में implement हुआ, various measures have been taken to utilize the financial resources for promoting the common good. These include nationalization of life insurance 1956, nationalization of 14 leading commercial bank 1969, nationalization of general insurance 1971, abolition of privy purses 1971 and so on. Okay, now the Legal Service Authorities Act, लीगल सर्विस अथॉरिटी एक्ट कब आया, 1986 में 87 में, हैज एस्टेब्लिश ए नेशन वाइड नेटवर्क टू प्रोवाइड फ्री एंड कंपिटेंट लीगल एड टू द पुअर. ओके, फ्री एंड कंपिटेंट लीगल एड टू द पुअर एंड टू ऑर्गेनाइज लोक अदालत फॉर प्रोमोटिंग इक्वल जस्टिस. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो आर्टिकल नंबर 39 ए के अकॉर्डिंग क्या था, टू प्रोमोट इक्वल जस्टिस एंड टू प्रोवाइड फ्री लीगल एड टू पुअर. सो इक्वल जस्टिस प्रमोट करने के लिए क्या हुआ ना, आर्टिकल 39 ए को इंप्लीमेंट करने के लिए लीगल सर्विस अथॉरिटीज एक्ट 1987 हैज एस्टेब्लिश ए नेशन वाइड नेटवर्क टू प्रोवाइड फ्री एंड कंपिटेंट लीगल एड टू पुअर एंड टू ऑर्गेनाइज लोक अदालत. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, लोक अदालत ऑर्गेनाइज हुआ फॉर प्रोमोटिंग इक्वल जस्टिस. लोक अदालत क्या है, लोक अदालत इज अ स्टैट्यूटरी फोरम फॉर कंसिलिएटरी सेटलमेंट ऑफ लीगल डिस्प्यूट्स. लीगल डिस्प्यूट्स अगर होता है, स्टैट्यूटरी फोरम जो सेटलमेंट करता है. इट हैज बीन गिवन टू स्टेटस ऑफ ए सिविल कोर्ट. ओके, सो लोक अदालत हैज बीन गिवन टू ए स्टेटस ऑफ सिविल कोर्ट. इट अवार्ड्स आर enforceable binding on the parties and final and as no appeal lies before any court against them. Okay, so ये जो लोक अदालत है, इसका जो अवार्ड्स है, दैट आर enforceable binding on parties and final as no appeal lies before any court against them. Now Khadi and Village Industries Board, Khadi and Village Industries Commission, Small Scale Industries Board, National Small Industries Commission, Handloom Board, Handicraft Board, Coir Board, Silk Board and so on have been set up for the development of cottage industries in rural areas. Okay, according to the Gandhian principle, 43 I think 43, article number 43 suggests that to promote cottage industries on an individual or cooperative basis in rural areas, right? So under Gandhian principle, article number 43 said that to promote cottage industries on an individual or cooperation basis in rural areas. Clear? So खादी एंड विलेज इंडस्ट्रीज बोर्ड, खादी एंड विलेज इंडस्ट्रीज कमीशन, ये सब एस्टेब्लिश हुआ. नाउ द कम्युनिटी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम 1952, हिल एरिया डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम 1960, ड्रॉट प्रोन एरिया प्रोग्राम 1973, मिनिमम नीड्स प्रोग्राम 1974, इंटीग्रेटेड रूरल डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम 1978, जौहर रोजगार योजना 1989, स्वर्ण जयंती ग्राम स्वरोजगार 2001, National Rural Employment Guarantee Program 2006 and so on have been launched for raising the standard of living people, right? So article number 43 में क्या था ना, to secure living wage, a standard living standard, a decent standard of life and social and cultural opportunities for all workers था ना. So National Rural Employment Guarantee Program, उसके बाद मिनिमम नीड्स प्रोग्राम, इंटीग्रेटेड रूरल डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम, ये सब लॉन्च हुआ. ठीक है. नाउ द वाइल्ड लाइफ प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट ऑफ 1972 एंड द फॉरेस्ट कंजर्वेशन एक्ट ऑफ 1980 हैव बीन इनैक्टेड टू सेफगार्ड द वाइल्ड लाइफ एंड फॉरेस्ट रेस्पेक्टिवली. Further, the Water and Air Acts have provided for establishment of central and state pollution control board which are engaged in protection and improvement of environment. The National Forest Policy 1988 aims at protection, conservation and development of forest, right? So article number 48A में 42nd Amendment Act 1976 के बाद ऐड हुआ to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard forest and wildlife. Okay, so for this Wildlife Protection Act 1972, Forest Conservation 1980, ये सब पास हुआ. ठीक है, to safeguard the wildlife and forest respectively. Now the agriculture has been modernized by providing improved agricultural inputs, seeds, fertilizer, irrigation facilities. So agriculture modernized जो हुआ, that is under the article number 48. ठीक है, 48 में क्या था, टू ऑर्गेनाइज एग्रीकल्चर एंड एनिमल हस्बेंड्री ऑन मॉडर्न एंड साइंटिफिक लाइन्स. आर्टिकल नंबर 48 अंडर द लिबरल इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रिंसिपल. सो इम्प्लीमेंट हुआ, एग्रीकल्चर हैज बीन मॉडर्नाइज्ड बाय प्रोवाइडिंग इम्प्रूव एग्रीकल्चरल इनपुट्स, सीड, फर्टिलाइजर एंड इरिगेशन फैसिलिटीज. वेरियस स्टेप्स have also been taken to organize animal husbandry on modern scientific lines. ठीक है, आर्टिकल 48 इंप्लीमेंट हुआ. नाउ आर्टिकल पॉइंट नंबर 11 में क्या है, 3 टायर पंचायती राज सिस्टम at village, taluka and zilla levels has been introduced to translate into reality Gandhiji's dream of every village being republic. The 73rd Amendment Act 1992 has been enacted to provide constitutional status and protection to people Panchayati Raj institution. ओके, आर्टिकल नंबर 40 में क्या था, गांधीयन प्रिंसिपल के अंडर टू ऑर्गेनाइज विलेज पंचायत्स एंड एंडो देम विथ नेसेसरी पावर्स एंड ऑथोरिटी एंड टू इनेबल देम टू फंक्शन एज ए यूनिट्स ऑफ सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट, राइट? सो ये इंप्लीमेंट हुआ पॉइंट नंबर 11 में, दैट 3 टायर पंचायती राज सिस्टम, village, taluka and zilla level introduced to translate into reality Gandhiji's dream, and 73rd Amendment Act 1992 has been enacted to provide constitutional status and protection to these Panchayati Raj institution. Okay, now point number 12 is seats are reserved for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and other weaker section in educational institution, government services and representative bodies. The Untouchability Offences Act 1955, which was renamed at Protection of Rights Act 1976, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. अनटचेबल ऑफेंसेस एक्ट ऑफ 1955 जो था ना, वो रिनेम हुआ एज प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ सिविल राइट्स एक्ट 1976. द शेड्यूल कास्ट एंड शेड्यूल ट्राइब प्रिवेंशन एंड एट्रोसिटीज एक्ट 1989 have been enacted to protect the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe from social injustice and exploitation. The 65th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1990 has been established the National Commission for Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe to protect the interest of Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe. Okay. The 89th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2003 bifurcated these combined commission into two separate bodies named National Commission for Scheduled Caste and National Commission for Scheduled Tribe. So 2003 में 89th Constitution Amendment Act के थ्रू में ये जो कॉम्बिनेशन बॉडी था जो शेड्यूल ट्राइब्स एंड शेड्यूल कास्ट का उसको बाइफर्केट कर दिया गया. ओके, अकॉर्डिंग टू आर्टिकल 46 under Gandhian principle, so to promote the educational and economic interest of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and other weaker section of society and to protect them from social injustice and exploitation. Clear? Now, the various national level commission have been established to promote and protect the social, educational and economic interest of the weaker section of the society. ओके, वेरियस नेशनल लेवल कमीशन बहुत सारा बनाया गया टू एस्टेब्लिश टू प्रमोट एंड प्रोटेक्ट सोशल, एजुकेशनल एंड इकोनॉमिक इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द वीकर सेक्शन ऑफ सोसाइटी. जितना वीकर सेक्शन ऑफ सोसाइटी है उसको अपग्रेड करने के लिए वेरियस नेशनल लेवल कमीशन हैव बीन एस्टेब्लिश. दिस इज द एसेंस ऑफ आर्टिकल नंबर 46. ओके, दिस इंक्लूड नेशनल कमीशन फॉर बैकवर्ड क्लासेस 1993, National Commission for Minorities 1993, National Commission for Women 1992, National Commission for Protection and Child Rights 2007. Further, 102 Amendment Act of 2018 conferred a constitutional status on National Commission of Backward Classes and also enlarged its function. Okay, so क्या क्या आया ये important है, ठीक है. So National Level Commission में various नेशनल लेवल कमीशन एस्टेब्लिश हुआ टू प्रमोट एंड प्रोटेक्ट सोशल, एजुकेशनल एंड इकोनॉमिक इंटरेस्ट ऑफ वीकर सेक्शन ऑफ सोसाइटी. सो नेशनल कमीशन फॉर बैकवर्ड क्लासेस 1993, नेशनल कमीशन फॉर माइनॉरिटीज 1993, नेशनल कमीशन फॉर वीमेन 1992, नेशनल कमीशन फॉर प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ चाइल्ड राइट 2007 एक्ट आया, ठीक है. 102 अमेंडमेंट एक्ट में 2018 में कन्फर्ड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल स्टेटस ऑन नेशनल कमीशन ऑफ बैकवर्ड क्लासेस, ठीक है. सो नेशनल कमीशन ऑफ बैकवर्ड क्लासेस को कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल स्टेटस मिला 102nd अमेंडमेंट एक्ट ऑफ 2018 में, ऑल्सो इनलार्ज इट्स फंक्शन. क्लियर? नाउ इन 2019 सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट इशूड ऑर्डर्स प्रोवाइडिंग 10% रिजर्वेशन टू द इकोनॉमिकली वीकर सेक्शन. EWS कोटा आया, राइट. 2019 में सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट इशूड ऑर्डर प्रोवाइडिंग 10% रिजर्वेशन ऑन इकोनॉमिकली वीकर सेक्शन इन एडमिशन टू एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन and civil post and services in the government of India. The benefit of this reservation can be availed by the person belonging to EWS who are not covered under any of the existing scheme of reservation for SC, ST, OBC. The reservation was facilitated by 103rd Amendment Act of 2019. So 102 जो Amendment Act था उसके अकॉर्डिंग 2018 में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल स्टेटस प्रोवाइड किया गया नेशनल कमीशन फॉर बैकवर्ड क्लासेस को एंड 103rd अमेंडमेंट एक्ट के अकॉर्डिंग EWS रिजर्वेशन वाज फैसिलिटेटेड. ओके, नाउ द क्रिमिनल प्रोसीजर कोड ऑफ 1973 separated the judiciary from the executive in the public service of the state. Very important. Under the liberal intellectual principle, article number is 50. Here it mentioned that to separate the judiciary from the executive in the public service of the state. Okay, so the criminal procedure code 1973 separate the judiciary from the executive in the public service of the state. Prior to this separation, the district authorities like collector, the subdivisional officer, the Tehsildar and so on used to exercise judicial power along with traditional executive power. Okay, so after the separation the judicial powers was taken away from these executive authorities and vested in hands of district judicial magistrate who work under direct control of the state high court. Very important that criminal procedure code of 1973 सेपरेट किया था जुडिशियरी फ्रॉम द एग्जीक्यूटिव. कौन सा एक्ट? क्रिमिनल प्रोसीजर कोड ऑफ 1973. ओके, द एग्जीक्यूशन in the public service of the state prior to separation, the district authorities like collector, subdivisional officer, tahsildar and so on used to exercise judicial power. उन लोग के पास judicial power था along with traditional executive power के साथ साथ. But after the separation of judiciary from executive, क्या हुआ ना, judicial power was taken away from them and these executive authorities are no longer have judicial power and vested in the hands of district judicial magistrate who work under direct control of the state high court. Clear? Now the Ancient and Historical Monument, Archaeological Sites and Remains Act of 1951 has been enacted to protect the monument, places, object of the national importance. So under liberal intellectual principles, article number 49 denotes that to protect monuments, places and objects of artistic or historic interest which are declared to be national importance. So the Ancient and Historical Monument and Archaeological Sites and Remains Act of 1951 has been enacted to protect the monuments, places, objects of national importance. Clear? Now primary health centers and hospitals have been established throughout the country to improve public health. Also special programs have been launched to eradicate widespread disease like malaria, TB, leprosy, AIDS, cancer, filaria, kala-azar, guinea worm, yos, Japanese encephalitis and so on. Okay. So according to article number 39, here it is that preservation of health and strength of workers and preservation of health is there, and under article number 43 there is to secure living wage, a decent standard of life. It includes health also, right? So here public health centers and hospitals have been established throughout the country to improve the public health. Also special programs have been launched to eradicate widespread disease like malaria, TB, leprosy, AIDS, cancer, etc. to promote the path of welfare state, right? Now laws to prohibit the slaughter of cows, calves and bullocks have been enacted in some state. Under the Gandhian principle, article number 48 said that to prohibit the slaughter of cows, calves and other milch, draught cattle to improve their breeds, right? So this is implemented in point number 16, that laws to prohibit slaughter of cows, calves, bullocks have been enacted some states. Article number 17 में क्या है? Some states have initiated the old age pension scheme for people above the 65 years. Okay. Article number 41 में क्या था? Article number 41 में था कि to secure right to work, to education and to public assistance in case of unemployment, old age, sickness and disablement. Okay, old age cover था article number 41 में. So ये implement हुआ. Some states have initiated old age pension scheme for people above the 65 years. Okay, so India has been following the policy of non-alignment and Panchshil to promote international peace and security. Under the liberal intellectual principle, under the article number 51, it said that to promote international peace and security, international peace and security को promote करना and maintain just and honorable relation between the nation, to foster respect of international law and treaty obligation and to encourage settlement of international dispute and arbitration. For this, the point number 18 is applicable, right? India has been following the policy of non-alignment and Panchshil to promote international peace and security. Clear? Now, in spite of the above state, the central and state government, the directive principle have not been implemented fully and effectively due to several reasons like inadequate financial resource, unfavorable socio-economic condition, population explosion and strained center-state relation and so on. Clear? Now, directives outside the part 4. Apart from directives include part 4, there are some other directives contained in other parts of the constitution. They are claims of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe to services. Okay, तो first directive क्या है? Claims of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe to services. The claims of the number of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes shall be taken into consideration consistently with the maintenance of efficiency of administration in making of appointment to service and post in connection with the affairs of union or a state. Article 335 part 16. Now instruction in mother tongue. It shall be the endeavor of every state and every local authority within the state to provide adequate facilities for instruction in the mother tongue at primary stage of education to children belonging to linguistic minority group under Article 350A part 17. Okay. Development of Hindi language. It shall be duty of the union to promote spread of Hindi language and to develop it so that it may serve as a medium of expression for all the elements of the composite culture in India. Article number 351 part 17. The above directives are also non-justiciable in nature. However, they are also given equal importance and attention by the judiciary on the ground that all parts of the constitution must be read together. So again, apart from the directive includes part 4, there are some other directives contained in the other parts of the constitution. मतलब ये directive principle of state policy part 4 में नहीं है, other part में है. ठीक है? Like part number 16 में article 335 के अंडर क्या है? Claims of SC and ST to service. So the claims of members of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe shall be taken into consideration consistently with maintenance of efficiency and administration in making of appointments to service, post in connection with affairs of union or a state. Instruction in mother tongue क्या है? It shall be endeavor every state and every local authority within the state provide adequate facilities for instruction in mother tongue at primary stage of education to children belonging to linguistic minority group. Article 350A part 17. Okay. So development of Hindi language, it shall be duty of the union to promote spread of Hindi language and to develop it so that it may serve as medium of expression. Article 351 part 17. Okay. Now thank you for attending this session. Let's meet in next session. Thank you. Thank you for attending this session. Let's meet in next class.